It's Tubi Tuesday.
Yep. Is that how we're gonna start it?
I don't know. Another Tubi, another Tuesday.
I hope not.
No, we're not going to do that. Okay. So what we talking about on this Tubi Tuesday this time? Say that 3 times fast.
No, thank you. We are talking about a movie that we only watch once, and we only recommend that you watch it. Never.
Yeah, never watch this movie. Just
never watch this movie.
Just take our word on it.
It's called Taboo 3. Taboo 3. Y'all see, I think you mentioned it. Josh, you was like, yeah, I don't know if you'll watch it. And I was like, what's the premise? And I was like, oh, it's like once you get past that premise, then watch it. I said, all right.
Yeah. So it's called, the full title is called Taboo 3, The Unforgettable Act. And Marcus found this movie.
Why?
Don't tell anybody that.
Why did you?
Well, this is what happened.
I happened upon this movie.
Marcus happened upon this movie, and he told me a little bit about it, but he stopped watching it. So I watched it, and then I went and I finished it, and I said, Mark, I texted him immediately and said, Mark, you need to finish this fucking movie.
Oh my goodness. How far did you get? I mean, I understand why you would cut it off, but
I don't remember exactly. Maybe like halfway, maybe 60% of the way, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, because it turns toward the end. He didn't watch the end, so I told him to watch the end, and I told Jason about it, and Jason was like, "Oh, I'm gonna check it out."
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Shall we jump into it?
Of course.
That's what she said.
That's what he did.
That's what he did. So this movie is from Maverick. One of our favorite studios. Maverick is one of my favorite studios right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I love Maverick so much. It's directed by Bobby and Renee Peoples.
A couple. Okay.
Yeah, they're a couple. They've done a few movies together. I might check out their movies. I know of them. I haven't met them, and I think they know of me as well. So there's kind of a know each other through reputation type of thing with them and with me.
You have like a mutual friend or something? Yeah,
we have several mutual friends.
Oh, okay.
So there will be a day when we meet, I guess.
All right.
And starring our favorite Tubi actor of all time, Mr. Tubi himself. The king of Tubi. The fucking king of Tubi. Nelson J. Davis.
Man. And was he Nelson J. Davis in this?
Dude, like we said before, if Nelson's in this movie, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting.
All right, I see Josh some notes because I don't remember. I try to block out bad things out of my mind. So, can you? Are we going to tell them the premise of this movie first?
Yes, let's tell. Hey, warn people if they want. Yeah. So it's the Taboo movies, because we're starting with part 3 because Nelson's in part 3 because we love Nelson.
Yeah, I didn't see that
because I think I happened upon it because it just started with a Nelson search.
Oh,
you
doing a Nelson search.
Like, Nelson J. Davis. Let's see what he's got.
Well, how does Nelson have the time? He has like 3 more movies coming out. He has like a bunch of movies. Like, dude, do you sit down?
He about that life, man.
Hey, man, constantly recording. He know what people like.
Yeah, he really do.
Yeah, he's dedicated.
So Nelson, he's plays this character named Desmond, and all right. So yeah, we'll get into it. So he plays this character named Desmond. He's talking to his therapist about meeting his mother. Desmond was given up for adoption by his mother. His mother name is Rebecca. Rebecca had him at 13 years old, I believe. So she had him very, very young.
Oh, okay.
And because she was an actress. She was like a kid actress, but like she had a relationship with her manager or producer or somebody.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they didn't want it to get out, so they kind of hid her off or whatever for like a year.
Yeah, and they put Desmond up for adoption. And so Desmond came back and he did research and found her. And
so she's a super rich celebrity,
you took some good notes. Mogul. I didn't.
You remember all those details.
I remember stuff. I have a good memory.
Josh is a writer, so he remembers things.
It's too bad that your memory is that good for what happens in this movie.
Well, some things are scarred.
Oh man! Wow, said too bad. Okay.
So
otherwise her face is all like she's super famous and rich and famous, and he's like, I'm finding my mother, and the therapist is like, how is that for you? It's like, how is that? Let me tell you, and it goes in a flashback. Basically, that's the movie.
Yeah. And side note, the therapist is played by one of the directors, Renee Peoples. She's the therapist.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So Desmond meets his mom, Rebecca. And
it's super weird from the start.
The very beginning. It was like he knocks on the door and he's like, "My son, my mother." Is that how they do it?
I don't remember. Is that how it happened?
I just remember it being weird. It felt like y'all sure y'all don't already know each other? Like,
yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like
it didn't feel like, oh, this is my estranged.
Yeah, like I've never seen you ever. I gave you up for adoption at birth, and now you come back in 30. How old is he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So come back in
he's
30
supposed
years.
to be 28, and she's supposed to be, from where I calculated, I think 41. And she
was 65.
No, I would say 65, but I would say she's in her 50s. I think they should have went with her being in her 50s because when they said 41,
she wasn't.
When I calculated her, she was 41. I was like, no, she ain't 41.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how old she really is, but
especially with black people. I mean, white people 41, yes, but black people, no.
She definitely looked older. She looked. They casted her. She looked very motherly, so they casted.
Oh my gosh!
What does that mean?
I get what he's saying,
but I'm trying to make it nice.
You're trying.
She looks like a mother.
I said motherly.
Of an adult. Oh goodness. So,
yeah, she does look like a mother of an adult. I get it. So she's probably not 41 in real life, but probably in her 50s in real life.
Yeah.
Maybe she is in her 40s. I apologize if she is.
You can be a mother of an adult in your 40s.
That's true.
We'll just cut this part out.
Cut the whole movie out.
I just want to apologize if anybody from the movie is listening.
Oh my goodness.
That's because they might.
Well, we're just saying that
I do not agree with Josh.
Okay. So they meet, they reunite, they are hanging out, and she also has a daughter and a husband, right? So there's already
she has a daughter. Her daughter's name is Cassandra, and her husband's name is Lance, and they're suspicious about Desmond
from
showing
the
up.
jump.
Yeah, the daughter's like, why is this? Why is he all of a sudden coming over here? He just wants some money,
right?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I just want to meet my mama. I just want to meet my mama. But turns out that he probably does need some money.
Does want money
because he owes money to this dude named Ray Ray.
That's the funniest name of someone to owe money to.
That's
Ray Ray.
The name Ray Ray was clearly it was a name where you write down for. I need a gangster name. I need some ghetto gangster name. Ray Ray. We'll just put that down until we think of a better name. And they never went back.
They never thought
chase the name.
Ray Ray. That's a good name though.
We're gonna keep it Ray Ray. Okay.
Ray Ray is gonna be a bad person. He's gonna be the villain. There's no good Ray Ray. in the movie.
Right. Oh, no. You can't be Ray Ray and be a lawyer. Or a doctor. Dr. Ray Ray? Yes.
Exactly. No, that doesn't happen. So Ray Ray is he's the
I'm gonna make a character named Ray Ray. I'm gonna make a character named Ray Ray.
Oh goodness.
I got to. Come on, man. How you gonna have a name Ray Ray?
Was he gambling or something? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, Desmond had a gambling problem, and he owed money to Ray Ray.
Man, and you remember so many details.
I told you, man. I'm sometimes little things trigger my memory.
Okay.
And like when I was looking up the movie, I didn't watch it again.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered by
when
this.
I was looking it up on IMDb and I looked at the faces, I start remembering everything. I was like, okay, this person did this person did that.
Hey, did Josh say
that's what happened?
He did.
And
something happened.
So yeah, it was a gambling debt, and Desmond was paying him throughout. Like he would pay him every week, like a little bit of amount every week. But Ray found out that Desmond's mom is a famous celebrity,
like loaded. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I recognize that they're filming because you mentioned it's in Vegas, and I remember Siobhan lives out that way. We had some property we were buying back in the day, and I remember I recognized some of those houses. I was like, that looked like a Vegas house, like in the same neighborhood. So that was and it's in Vegas.
That's why I say I kind of come close to this company, these people, because I've been over to that area. I know where their areas are where they be filming and stuff. So that's what I'm saying.
It's absolutely it's a really rich neighborhood in Vegas.
Yeah. So that was
never been to Vegas.
I don't know if they reside in Vegas, like if they film all their movies in Vegas. I'm not sure.
But this one definitely was.
Yeah, but this one definitely was.
And it made it easy because he had a gambling debt, so it's obviously Vegas.
Right. So
that's what happens in Vegas.
That's what happens in Vegas.
So Desmond spends an evening with his mother, Rebecca. They have an evening of just, and then they're at his place.
I don't
remember. Yeah, it's got to be his place. And she's like, I'm too drunk to go back. And so he's like, you can stay here. And she's like, you know what? You're very handsome. So it's called Taboo for a reason. So,
Look just like you're my manager, the guy that was
like your daddy. And that's what she, she
wants to call him by his name.
That's true. So she does.
She calls her son by
his dad.
Yeah. Name.
So the movie tries to. All right, so I'm just gonna say it. They have sex. So there's a sex scene with.
It's called Taboo.
Right, it's called Taboo. That's why. So he has sex with his mama. There's a big old sex scene they show. Side note: if Nelson's in the movie, there's going to be a sex scene. He's going to show his ass.
Yeah.
That's just every
Guaranteed.
single time.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. I haven't seen a movie with Nelson in it yet. He hasn't showed his ass.
Right.
Yeah,
it's true. Like a trademark. It's in the contract.
It's in the contract. It's like you sign up. You got him signed up. Then you guaranteed. I need to show. Right. Guaranteed.
Nelson signs the thing, says, I have to show my ass.
Oh, goodness.
I will not do this movie unless my ass is shown.
Oh, yeah. That was a disturbing scene. It was disturbing to watch.
And it went on for a while. It went on for uncomfortably long screen time. Because screen time, works differently.
Yeah.
You show something on screen, it don't take but a few seconds to get a point across with a moving picture on screen. Mm-hmm. But a prolonged incest session was for me, it happened before I realized what I was watching. I want to make that clear to everybody.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, oh yeah, there's gonna be a big reveal where, that's not his mom, but they knew each other. They've been in on this, and this is years in the making, and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And they want to kill the dad to get like some kind of insurance or some shit and get like even more money and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking it's like some whole other plot going on that logically makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the movie, it's just no explanation because he's talking to his therapist at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, and so it happened. And then the lady comes in, his mom, and she's like, you ready, baby? And then he's like, yeah, let's go. And you're like, wait a minute. Wait, that's really his mother?
We're going to talk about that ending because that ending just, okay, we're going to get to there because it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that skips all around the actual ending.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah,
he kind of he doesn't.
It's
really
just one part. It's just one part
of
my experience of the
right.
end.
Yeah, there's more to it, to the ending. We're just not saying what it is yet.
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they try to explain why she was having sex with him. The reason why she was calling him his dad's name and stuff, because she had him at 13, it probably did something to her. She still thinks she's in love with her manager.
You got all that.
I say what the movie is trying to say. I didn't say what.
I didn't get that
Because even her best friend was saying something to her. There was a scene where her best friend was saying to her, like, "Hey, something ain't right." Because she kept talking about her manager. Like, well, that's not right because your manager, he was a grown man that had sex with you when he was a young teenager.
Yeah, that was wrong.
This dude was like in his 30s or something.
That was very wrong. So she was already warped in her mind.
Right,
she thought that was love. That was abuse.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah,
wait. That was her daddy?
No.
Wait, what?
The manager was old.
The manager she had sex with that gave birth to Desmond.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what happened. It was a 30-year-old man having sex with a
30-year-old man gave birth to Desmond?
Pretty much, yes.
A 30-year-old man was the father of Desmond.
Oh,
when she was 13. Josh said he gave birth to. But yeah. Oh my goodness.
Get this thing out of me.
Yeah. Oh man. I bet you if 30-year-old men if that happened, they would stop doing those things. This is what happens when you do things wrong. You have to have it.
So Ray Ray's trying to find Desmond, and Desmond stops coming around his place because Ray would show up trying to get money from him and stuff. He like threatened him and stuff. Was like, hey, if you want this money by this day, that's your ass and stuff. I'm gonna go after your new family or whatever. And so Desmond, I think he tells Rebecca that. I'm not sure, but she moves him in. She moves him in their house. But of course, her husband Lance is not happy about that.
Yeah,
daughter
he's
Cassandra,
very confrontational about it. He's like, "Look, man, I don't know you, nigga."
Mm-hmm. Right?
He's pretty straightforward about how he feels.
He is, because at first, when you first meet Lance, I felt like Lance was the weakest actor at first because he was kind of like nonchalant, like, "Okay, how you doing, Desmond? My name is Lance." That's how he is at first until Desmond's moved in, and he's like, "Wait, who the fuck is this nigga?" I was like, "Okay, there you go."
Wow,
that's true.
And so they try to find out more about Desmond because for some reason Cassandra ends up snooping around Desmond's place, his old place, and that's when Ray finds her.
She's suspicious of him, so she follows him, sees him with the making some transaction with the guy, and so she's real suspicious or something like that. So she's like, "Oh man, what's going on?" So she follows him home, or follows where he's at, and she's all in his house, and then Ray shows up and is all like, "Hey, come with me," and I'm like, "What?" So she's supposed to be this rich, kid from the good neighborhood or whatever. Grew up in.
I remember this part.
Grew up in all of the, sheltered life, and so this strange man says, "Follow me. I got something for you in my unmarked car. I have candy in my." Basically, that's what he does.
Right. With an X behind his back.
Right. Exactly.
Wow.
You can come with me. Like, I was like, why are you even? Because it didn't make any sense why she wanted to. Like, what did she want?
And by the way, she was angry the whole time. This whole interaction with the guy, the whole interaction with anybody, she was just mad the whole time. Just like,
so why would she go with him anywhere? But she went.
Right.
Probably because to find out more about Desmond, because she's like anti-Desmond.
She must be desperate with the internet at her fingertips.
Right.
Cool. She just go jump in a van with a complete stranger.
Strange man that you already were suspicious about in the first place.
Right.
That's the thing. And his name is Ray Ray.
Never trust a nigga named Ray Ray.
Did he? What did he do? They get to his place.
He basically kidnaps her. That's all.
That's from where I remember. He just kidnaps her. Maybe
she end up like tied up to a chair.
Yeah, he just tied her up
she did.
to the phone or something like that, and
because he calls Desmond and tells Desmond. Desmond's like, "Oh no,
I got your sister or something."
Right. So he tells,
like, "Oh my goodness, we gotta go get her. And it becomes this big like heist exchange for like
yes, it becomes the movie tone. That's what I like about this movie. This movie is 3 different movies in one. That's what I like. So
yes,
it turns into it turns into this heist, gangster action
kidnap
movie.
Like, oh my goodness, we gotta exchange all the money and find out. So we can get him, meet me at a place, don't have nobody around, or I'll
Is this they were in some cars and they pulled up?
Yeah, because they got Lance involved. They get Lance involved because he got the money and that's his daughter. And Rebecca doesn't really have money. Lance is the one that has the money.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, because Rebecca, that's why she's trying to get back out there. Like,
I forgot about that part.
Because even though she's a celebrity, she don't.
That's right.
Which is
really
fair. Yeah,
that's why I thought that eventually they were gonna reveal that what's her name, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Nelson.
Yeah.
Was conspiring against Lance
the whole time.
Like kill him. Like they knew each other the whole time. Yeah, you're gonna be my estranged son that shows up.
Just pretend like my,
you know what I'm
son.
saying? Just pretend.
Right.
But meanwhile, what this is, we ain't even related, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna, get him caught up in all this money and shit. So, and kill him and then, take off with his will and all that shit.
Right.
So, yeah. So then we end up here.
Yeah. So
and this supports what I'm still thinking at this point in the movie.
It still thinks it.
It supports that. I'm still thinking, okay, this is going to be like a big twist. This turned into an action movie now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of trick Ray Ray. I forgot what happened, but Ray Ray gets arrested. I think they hand Ray Ray the money and then he drives off and then he gets arrested because it was like, of course we got something to get him with or whatever.
Yeah. So
from what I remember,
in jail. Yeah. He ends up getting arrested because it was like, I think it wasn't fake money, was it?
No, it was the real money. I think they actually, so he knew, so he would, trust to leave.
They called him or something. They did some kind of like trick to make him get caught. And so he got caught. So now everything is done. Yay.
And that was the end of the heist gangster action movie.
So at the end of that, Desmond is living back at the house and they're in the bed cuddling.
Well, they have sex, obviously, and then they
cuddle after.
They cuddling afterwards. So
and
they celebrate by having sex at her house. Celebrate with sex, yeah. At her house, because I don't think they've been. No, I think they have been having sex at their house.
Yeah, they've been having sex at her house the whole time.
Yeah,
the first time they didn't, but this time,
where were they having sex at the first time?
At his house, at his place. The first time they have sex was at
But
his
they
place.
ended up,
but while they're living together, they're having sex, but they do it when there's nobody around. But I think only Lance is not there, but Cassandra is there. And so while they're in the bed cuddling, Cassandra walks in. They got the door wide ass open.
And they don't give a fuck. They ain't even trying to hide nothing at this point.
Right, because when Cassandra sees, they hop out of bed and she's upset. Now,
she says something that's weird.
Because she's like, Mama, you never, cuddled me kind of thing. Because Cassandra's thinking like, oh, he's just being like a big baby. She doesn't really register that they were having sex because who would think that?
Yeah.
So
right.
She's just like, why are you like, but she knows this is weird.
But they cuddling naked.
No, they're not naked.
Yeah.
Well,
they in their drawers.
He's naked.
Right. He's in his drawers. But she still like, Cassandra's still like, this is
like,
weird.
why aren't you supposed to be doing that with me? I thought that was weird.
Well,
she said that?
Thought it.
Yes.
She said it, but I thought it of more like.
But the mama was naked.
I didn't think the mama was naked. Maybe that's why.
She had her drawers on.
Well, I didn't think the daughter wanted her mama. I never thought that. I thought of it as
this movie's called Taboo. I thought it was going to go that way.
I didn't think it was like, I don't think she was thinking that.
What I thought was the whole time
she wanted her mama.
No, that they already had a relationship. And she was mad and jealous that the son was taking all the sexual attention from the mother.
So you thought that the mother and the daughter was?
I thought it's taboo.
Oh goodness! See, I didn't think that because
it was already crazy.
That's the one thing that's worse.
I know, right? I didn't think this, Jason, because she was already jealous of Desmond throughout the movie for taking over. Her mother's love. So that's why I thought of it.
I got you. I mean, and it wasn't. They didn't go there. So just in case you wanted, I thought they were going to go there, but they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. They had some kind of restraint.
So, but they still reacted like, "Oh crap! Oh shit! Cassandra found us, caught us." And so Rebecca's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna take care of everything. So you see you see Rebecca go to the kitchen. She's making tea. And she grabbed rat poison and pour it in the tea and stir it. So at this point, it's like, okay, she's going to clearly poison somebody.
Yeah.
My first thought was she's going to poison Desmond and get rid of him. Because it's like, why is he here anyway? Like, let's just get rid of this guy.
So Rebecca is the mama.
Right.
And so you thought
that Rebecca was going to poison Desmond?
Yes.
Why?
That's my first thought. Because I was like, because she just spoke to her daughter and then she went to get tea. And then the next thing you see is her handing tea to Desmond.
See,
first.
I thought that she was making tea to eventually poison her husband and reveal what I'm still thinking.
So that's how you were thinking.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm like,
so
okay, she's
I
gonna do
thought she was
it
going to poison Desmond. And even Desmond kind of reacted when he drank the tea. He's like, it's kind of spicy. Because I think it said he said that.
It said spicy rat poison on the back.
Yeah, I think it said. I think it really did say spicy rat poison.
No, it didn't.
I think it did.
Oh my goodness!
I don't remember, but it said something
spicy flavored.
Oh man, I'm gonna look.
So I assumed that she was poisoning Desmond, but then she goes and hands tea to Cassandra. So I'm like, wait, what's going on? Because I was like, well, she just rescued her daughter. They went through all this trouble to rescue her daughter, so she wouldn't be poisoning her. Turns out
they literally just rescued her. Yeah.
Turns out that's exactly what she was doing. She poisoned Cassandra. Because the very next day her friend Erica shows up and was like, Cassandra's dead. But and then Desmond wakes up and you see that he's not dead. Because for a second I was like, wait, did she poison both kids? Like what's going on? I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
But she poisoned Cassandra, which I was like, then why did y'all go through all that to save her just to kill her immediately?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was mad confused at the fact that why are you killing y'all killing folks that don't make sense. So I was super confused at that point.
Yeah, because I was like, there's a way around it because she don't think that Desmond and Rebecca were having sex. She just thought they were a little too close for comfort.
Nor would she have thought that they were conspiring against what's his name? Lance.
So this ending happens, right?
The ending.
Wait. How does Lance die?
Lance finds out, he comes into the house and see his dead daughter and see.
This is one thing that I wanted to point out too, because I don't think you said it. I was looking up the video, but like after they poison the daughter, they immediately go into the room
and have sex.
Oh crap! I forgot
about that.
Oh wow! I forgot.
While the daughter is dead in the other room over.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And then, so the killing of Lance was just an afterthought. It was like, oh, he found out.
Yep.
Well, let's kill him too.
The daughter was just laying in there dead.
So they killed the friend because the friend finds the daughter dead.
Well, so
don't they kill the friend immediately and then Lance?
This movie makes even less sense here because it would make a lot more sense, in my opinion, if they had just did what I thought was happening the whole time. Because it would have made sense. Okay, if they planned to kill a person, right? But I
don't think they planned it.
Well, they planned to kill the daughter because she went down there and put rat poison in her.
That was a quick plan. Desmond didn't know. This was all Rebecca.
Well,
Mama.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
she just
there's even less explanation.
She just reacted to her daughter finding her in bed with her son.
And I mean, he had to kill her with rat poison.
So the killing of her entire family was afterthought.
Yes.
So, like, Desmond kills the friend by hitting her with a rock.
That's right. Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, you're watching it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He kills her by hitting her with a rock. And
okay.
Then, and then they I think they have sex again.
Oh, my gosh.
Not joking, they do.
They do? Really?
Yes. After. Right after he kills.
Wait, didn't they have sex? So they had sex again? So they had sex after the daughter dies? No.
They definitely have sex.
They have sex after. Okay, because what happened
after
was
he kills the friend, they have
after they have
right?
Yeah, that's what it was. After that's what it was. Because when she poisons, when she gives the tea to both of her kids, and you don't know which kid drank the poison, and then the friend shows up and reveals that she killed, like that Cassandra's dead. And then Desmond gets up. And I was like, oh, Desmond's still alive because I thought he was dead. And then he comes in and kills the friend. And then they have sex to celebrate.
They celebrate. With two dead bodies in the other room. They just having sex with two dead bodies in the room over.
Wow.
Not realizing that Lance is going to get home soon, right?
Yeah. And Lance, he's ready. He got his gun. He gonna be like,
he was ready to kill Desmond from day one, huh?
That's why I thought it was dumb that he still died.
Yeah, because they cut it.
He came like in the house ready to shoot somebody.
Yeah, and it's like a big battle. Don't they cut? They cut it, and then you don't know who got shot. You hear like a loud gunshot or something
like that. Yeah,
yeah. There's a struggle, and then there's a shot, and Lance is obviously twice the size of So, yep. And so, that's what happened. And
now Rebecca and Desmond are evil.
Yes.
Right. They're suddenly an evil couple, and then it pulls out, and he's at the therapist's office telling the story, right?
Right.
So he just confessed all this in full confidentiality to his therapist or whatever.
Yep.
Well, he didn't admit to killing.
He told the whole story. What else are we to assume?
I think he left those part out because legally, if a therapist can report you if you
legally,
crime,
and that's what I was about to say.
Right,
you can't just tell them anything because certain things they're legally bound to take action if they feel like you're at a danger to yourself or the public. So it's like this motherfucker just confessed to killing
I don't think he confessed.
3-4 people.
I think he just said he's going away with his mother. I think that's all he.
And
told
they're
the
getting
therapist.
a divorce or
Well,
something.
where does the whole movie fit in then? It don't make sense because it
he's not
starts
saying
with him
it's
going
his
to the
truth.
therapy, and then the movie happens.
Well, there's a lot.
And then he in therapy.
So he basically said. So the therapist is saying that he broke up the marriage. So he's like, because you fell in love with your mama, you broke up their marriage, and it's your fault. He's like, well, they gotta get a divorce anyway. So it's kind of like that's kind of.
I'm saying, I think the whole
he didn't tell her.
Movie.
He didn't tell her. Yeah,
he said they're getting a divorce.
I think the whole movie is his point of view. We see what happens, but we don't. He's not telling her. And then I shot. And then after I fucked my mama,
that's what I think is happening.
But he absolutely said that. Now this is the weird part, though, is that he leaves, and aren't the dead bodies in their trunk?
Yes, the dead. Yep, they got a stack of dead bodies
so
in their car.
the whole time he's in therapy.
He got a stanking
dead
trunk
bodies
full of
in their trunk.
Stanking bodies.
Yes,
because
outside
dogs scratching at the trunk.
Of all, why? Like this? Why is he going to therapy after they murdered 3 people?
Because he just murdered 3 people.
Miss his appointment.
Yeah. Hey, I got to deal with.
I got to clear my.
I may be a murderer, but at least I need to go to a therapist. Like what?
I know. It's just it makes no sense.
More people need to go to therapy. Hey, what are we going to do with these bodies?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, remember, Mom, when we?
Okay, that's Taboo 3. Don't watch this movie. You listen to it.
Yeah, man.
If you want
you heard it. You heard about it, so you don't have to watch it.
If you still want to watch this movie, I got questions about you. But,
questions about you?
Oh,
man.
Hey, man, YOLO. You know what I'm saying?
This does not make me want to watch the other Taboos, by the way. I don't know if they're the same writers, but Taboo 3.
So I started Taboo 1.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man.
You know what? I might check out Taboo.
I stopped it once I realized what was happening. I'm like, okay, no,
I'm good.
No, the whole thing is like this. No,
we're not reviewing no more Taboos.
No, we're not reviewing those anymore.
This is the one and only Taboo 3. Okay, is that all?
That's it.
Yes.
Bye.
Good night.